We've called this, this afternoon, we've called this impromptu press conference to discuss the appalling attacks on the Palestinian people. Up to last night there was 1,085 people killed, 6,450 people injured. We share the view of the Irish people. They were appalled and disappointed at the fact that the Irish government abstained from the UN resolution. We reiterate our call again for the Dáil to sit. Welcome the fact that the Seanad is going to sit to discuss the Gaza situation and also the situation in the Ukraine, but believe that there's no reason now why the Dáil could not be reconvened. Gerry spoke this morning to Saeb Erekat, who's one of the chief negotiators for the Palestinian government, and he'll just outline what was involved in that discussion. But basically, we're supporting the UN call for a 72-hour cessation, so humanitarian food, clothing, oil, heating can get into Gaza.
Well, I spoke to Saeb Erekat within the last half hour. He's the chief negotiator for the unity government. Prime Minister Michel and President Abbas had agreed on a 24-hour humanitarian cessation, which had been called for by President Obama and Secretary of State John Kerry. The Israeli government refused to accept that. The Secretary General of the UN has since called for a 72-hour humanitarian ceasefire, and the unity government of the Palestinian people have agreed to that. The Israeli government thus far have not. Saeb thanked people in Ireland for their support, appealed for Irish people and for people in Europe to support the UN Secretary General's appeal for a 72-hour ceasefire. He said that what is ongoing seems to be aimed at the total destruction of Gaza City, that there's no oil, no electricity, no water, and that even as we're speaking, and he was speaking from Ramallah in the West Bank, but even as we were speaking, that the onslaught was continuing. So as Sean Crowe has said, we asked the Taoiseach to reconvene the Dáil because, for me anyway, and for everybody that I've spoken to, north and south, it's totally and absolutely inexplicable that the Irish government abstained from the UN resolution at the committee which met last week. It is good that the Seanad has been reconvened. That removes the excuse for not bringing the Dáil back together. We have support from across the political parties and from the independents for a reconvening of the Dáil. And I think now that the UN have made this call for a 72-hour ceasefire, there's an opportunity for Ireland to use whatever moral authority we have, given our history. And I'm not one of those who exaggerates the importance of Ireland outside this island, but given our history, given the affinity people in that region have with us because of our history, but not least because of our involvement in a successful, though imperfect, but a successful peace process, the Irish government has a responsibility to use its moral authority to support an end to violence in that region.